this video we will discuss covalent bond. Let's see what is the definition of covalent bond. A chemical bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electrons between two atoms is called a covalent bond. It means a covalent bond is a chemical bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electrons between two atoms. Mutual sharing means equal sharing of electrons. It means both the atoms forming the covalent bond contribute equal number of electrons. That's why this type of sharing is known as mutual sharing. We must keep something in our mind regarding to covalent bond, that is, a covalent bond is always formed between non-metal atoms. A covalent bond is always formed between non-metal atoms. Either one non-metal atom form covalent bond with like atom, or it can also form covalent bond with unlike atom. That must be a non-metal atom, because non-metal atoms do not lose electrons in a chemical reaction. We can understand the concept of covalent bond by taking the example of formation of covalent bond in hydrogen molecule. We know hydrogen is the member of group first of the periodic table. It means hydrogen has one electron in its valence shell. Atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Two hydrogen atoms share their valence electrons to form a diatomic molecule of hydrogen. We can write the formation of hydrogen molecule like this. This is the hydrogen atom which has single electron in its valence shell. Single electron of one hydrogen is represented with the help of dot. Similarly, here we have another hydrogen atom which has single electron in its valence shell. Now these two hydrogen atoms, they will share one electron by each hydrogen. To get the stability, to get the electronic configuration, similar with the helium, the nearest noble gas helium. That means helium has two electrons in its first shell, in its K shell. In order to get the stability, hydrogen must have two electrons in its first shell, that is in K shell. It means hydrogen completed its duplet after sharing one electron by each hydrogen atom to a shared pair. So in this way we get single covalent bond between two hydrogen atoms in a hydrogen molecule. We can also show this one like single shared pair of electron is shown with the help of single solid line, or we can also write as H2. We can represent the formation of covalent bond between two hydrogen atoms by using electron dot structure for the formation of covalent bond in hydrogen molecule. Now we will study the formation of covalent bond in hydrogen molecule with the help of electron dot structure. This is the hydrogen atom which has one electron in its first shell, that is in K shell. Likewise, this hydrogen atom also has one electron in its K shell. Now, in order to get the stability, to get the electronic configuration similar with the helium, hydrogen must has two electrons in its first shell, that is in K shell. So that's why it will share, each hydrogen atom share a single electron to a shared pair. This hydrogen shared its electron here, as well as this hydrogen atom also shared this electron over here. An electron pair in the region of between two atoms is attracted to the nuclei of both the hydrogen atoms. This is the most stable form of hydrogen as compared to the form in which hydrogen exists in the form of separate atoms. Because here in this form, this is the molecular form of hydrogen. Each hydrogen atom is stable because each hydrogen atom has two electrons in its first shell, that is K shell. This hydrogen atom as well as this hydrogen atom. So this is the most stable form. That's why to get this stability, both the hydrogen atoms, they will share electrons to form a molecule of hydrogen. That means they will form covalent bond. I hope formation of covalent bond in hydrogen molecule is clear to you. Now we will see another example, formation of covalent bond in fluorine molecule. We know fluorine is a member of group 7th of the periodic table. Its atomic number is 9. Fluorine has 2 electrons in K shell. In the K shell it has 2 electrons, while in the L shell it has 7 electrons. So we will write only those electrons of fluorine which are present in its valence shell to show the formation of covalent bond in fluorine molecule. So we write here fluorine and we show its valence electrons with the help of dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 electrons are present in the valence shell of fluorine. We will make another fluorine atom having 7 electrons in its valence shell, and these electrons are represented with the help of dot. So both the fluorine atoms, they have 7 electrons in their valence shell. Now in order to get the stability, fluorine attain, so each fluorine atom share a single electron to a shared pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 electrons which are present in the valence shell of this fluorine. Likewise for this fluorine, again we have 7 electrons in its valence shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So after sharing single electrons, each fluorine atom has complete octet in its valence shell. Now it becomes stable. Now its electronic configuration get matched with the nearest noble gas. We can represent single covalent bond with the help of dash, or we can also represent as F2. Now we will show the formation of single covalent bond in fluorine molecule with the help of electron dot structure. Here we have fluorine atoms. Now we will place the 2 electrons in the first shell of fluorine. For this fluorine atom we place 2 electrons in its first shell, 1, 2. And in the second shell, that is the valence shell of fluorine, there are 7 electrons. So we write 7 electrons here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In this way, we place 7 electrons in this fluorine atoms in its valence shell. Similarly, for this fluorine, we will make 2 electrons in the first shell, that is K shell. We keep 2 electrons. In the L shell, which is the valence shell, we keep 7 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We will see the formation of fluorine molecule. For this fluorine atom, we keep 2 electrons in its first shell, that is in K shell. 1, 2 and 7 electrons in its valence shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this fluorine contributes 1 electron to a shared pair, 1. Likewise, we write electrons for this fluorine. We keep 2 electrons in its first shell, that is in K shell. 1, 2. In the L shell, there are 7 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this fluorine atom contribute single electron to a shared pair. So in this way, we get a single covalent bond between 2 fluorine atoms in a fluorine molecule. I hope formation of fluorine molecule, formation of covalent bond in fluorine molecule is clear to you.